Hi and welcome everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of FC Insider Television, where we talk about Chinese football. Today I'm joined by Johnson Zhang. Johnson, welcome.
Yeah, hi, thanks for that, Hans.
Hi. So you obviously follow the Chinese Super League, and we thought it'd be nice to discuss the Chinese Super League with you and have our viewers learn a little bit about the new and upcoming league.
Mhm.
The league has been going for 2 weeks now, and there's obviously been a lot of action. There's obviously been a lot of really great moments. Let's go back to the very first week, to the very first game actually. That was played in front of an empty stadium, and a lot of the Western media they picked up on that, and there was a lot of banter about it. Would you explain to us what happened there?
What happened was last year between in Guizhou last match when they were promoted to the Chinese League, the crowd all think it's great for the team to get promoted back to the Chinese League,
Hmm.
and then they just pitch invasion,
All right.
invade the pitch.
All right, so the fans stormed the pitch, and then the FA, the Football Association, they decided to ban them and have them play in front of an empty stadium for one match. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I give them a fine.
All right.
All right.
So that's quite a bit different than what most of the Western media have been reporting, because obviously there's a lot of football fans in China. Have you seen that number been increasing lately? Because there's a lot of attention for the Super League. The government is giving a lot of attention to the Super League. Have you seen the number of fans increasing?
Yeah, I have, because you look at the overseas players they bought. All of them are really good ones. They're coming in, like Oscar. And
Hmm.
who else? And Oscar, Tevez, and then Hernandez. Who else? There's so many. Pato as well.
Right.
They're all coming to the Chinese Super League. But the thing is, there was a story about if you bring too much overseas, like stars players,
Hmm.
your team perform badly, then what's the purpose of the international stars coming to the Chinese Super League?
Right.
That's the thing, because we have, for example, last year, remember the Champions League with Jiangsu Suning against Jumbo Hyundai Motors,
Hmm.
with towards the end, like a 2-2 draw. Ramirez was saying like up to Jiangsu, I came to Jiangsu and we did not make to the round of 16. What is this? We only suffered one loss and we did not make it through to the round of 16. I
Right.
was a bit disappointed. But in his second season of Johnson Zhang, I think it's much better for him. But you look at SIPG in their debut season with
Hmm.
Elkerson, they have made it through so far to the quarterfinals in the Champions League, which is it's a very good achievement for them.
All right. And this year they seem to be doing very well. Then
Yeah.
you talked about the foreign stars. I think that's good because I wanted to talk with you about Carlos Tevez. There's been a lot of attention for his move to Shanghai Shenhua because he is supposedly the best paid player in the world right now. How do you feel about that? About him being paid so much, and what do you think about his move to China?
Tevez is a good player. He played so many games for Manchester City, Manchester United, Juventus. I
Hmm.
think he's quite capable. If you look at his first game against Jiangsu Suning, he has already provided 1 goal, 2 assists, which is a good achievement. That is very good achievement.
Right.
If you look, it's like Demba Ba when he comes to Chinese League for first game for Shanghai Shenhua. He did that much as well.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
obviously he's doing really well. He's a very influential player. But what do you think about the salary, and what are your thoughts on that? And how do you think that reflects on the rest of his team?
I think it's the salary is way too much. I think, because of course, if you want to spend too much, you got to spend wisely on the place that you want.
Hmm.
I was just gonna get too much, and you might have financial problems in your club.
Right.
We don't want to see that happen. But the Shanghai Shenhua owned by Greenland, it won't happen because Greenland is such a group. They've done so much things for the club to
Hmm.
get attract overseas players to come to the club.
And that exactly. How do you think the Chinese league and Chinese football in general will develop? And do you ever see, for example, the Chinese national team being world champions?
I think it's going to be create a good future. Whatever that they say is false. I mean, Western media shouldn't be too critical on Chinese Super League because the Chinese Super League has been growing so much, and then you got young players coming in as well. They will do much. They will do much as well. If you look at Shanghai Shenhua's Xu Jiming, he's done good job in his first game. Second game, came off after 14 minutes or something like that. But sometimes I'm just don't get with the under 23 rule. If you have a young player being subbed off in the first half, it doesn't really make sense. But I think the young players will learn a lot from older players, for example, or like older players from the team, the veterans.
All right, and how about the World Cup admissions? Do you think that China in, let's say, 2050 could win the World Cup?
I think they will try. They can do that if they can. It'll be hard for them, but I think they can capable to win it if they can.
Then for the last question, one club has been making a lot of headlines during the last transfer period, and that has been, and please correct me if I'm wrong, has been Tianjin Quanjin. The team coached by Fabio Cannavaro, who is a former world champion. Would you tell us how do we pronounce Tianjin Quanjin?
Well, in if it's English, right, it's Quanjian. It's a Kuanjin, but actually it's Chan, because it's the way we pronounce in Chinese.
So Tianjin Quanjin.
So it's Chan.
Tianjin. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for your time, Johnson, and we look forward to following the Super League with you. And we'll have you back in the future on this show. Thank you.